Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Ajax.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
That's a cute ball. Kukçu. Chance here to counter. Serginho picks it up out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gullit kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff. And it's Kukçu. Tries to pass it through. Thinks about... And the finish! Rodri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Played back towards his own goal. And it's Rodri. Serginho. Lovely pass, but can he get there? I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well...
Shot a goal! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bernardo Silva. And here's Osimhen. He's shifting through the gears here. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had...
It's Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Galatasaray with the corner. They're first. He's got full. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And it's Neymar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Odo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Cruyff. Clipped into space. Oh, important interception. And here's Suarez. Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Odo. Now it's Luis Suarez. Suarez. And the shot! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Ajax grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you...
It's Luis Suarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Suarez is offering a right smile there.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Looking for the run. He's found the way through. He's had a shot! Bullet. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe. Kökçü. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Neymar. He's through here. Now there's a fine ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Kökçü showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Neymar! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! A finish of true class! Into the lead once more. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Chance! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the lead now is 2. Mbappe! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So off we go once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Go for
Mbappe! Decent chance! He scores! And the second half is off to a flyer.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Oh, he's been... And a chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
This has become one superb game of football.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Played out wide, back into the middle. And he's quick to get it clear again. He's having a go! He's missed, but not by that far.
Bullet really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Bullet picks it up from the goal kick. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Neymar. Cruyff. And it's been played through. Doggy, nicely weighted ball. It's Neymar! It's hit the upright. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe. And it's Serginho. Now it's Neymar. Mateus. Mateus! Magnificent from Mateus! About as smooth as it gets.
The goal scored.
And again they hit the front.
After 67 minutes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Galatasaray are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Number 45.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Number 9.
Luis Suarez.
Berbatov.
That is a little undercooked. Good ball, good take. And he's worked it through. Zanetti. Now it's Neymar. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing. Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Substitution in progress.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. Well, the goalkeeper is barking out his orders. Can he keep them out this time round? What a save by Seaman! Galatasaray have their second corner now. Ajax perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That ball looks a good one.
Galatasaray clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nakata, he's picked his way through. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great pressure, plenty of it. Played into space. And he was alert to it. Udogi cuts it out. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now he's got space here. Aims beyond the defence. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 4, Bernardo Silva. Number 27, Serginho. Coming on the field, number 17, Erdegaard. Number 15, Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo, Otto spots it and intercepts. Now it's Van Basten. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Berbatov. That's good defending, very good defending.
Galatasaray nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's tidy.
There will
Rodri.
be 5 minutes added time.
Erdegaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kaka knocks it into space. Now this could be a chance. Mateus. Udogi. And he's only too happy to take that back. That is good alertness.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, that's fabulous. Shot, surely! Nakata. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, so bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To get them off and running. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Now that's a fine challenge. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's cut it out. Great vision. Neymar. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe. Neymar. There's the crossfield ball. And Yamal. And it's Pedri. Now Saliba. Yaya Toure. Now Howson. Cruyff is the guilty party there. Pedri. And here's Yaya. And Yaya Toure! Pull it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Ajax are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Kubasi.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Saliba. And it's Messi. Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot! It's a sharp pass. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Dembele. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Mbappe. Saliba cuts it out. Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Messi. Danger averted for now. Taken back almost at once. That is good alertness. Barcelona have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Luis Suarez. He's through now. Luis Suarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcelona are managing to come away unscathed, admittedly with a fairly thick slice of luck.
It's just a perfect example of why they can't afford to lose the ball.
He's shifting through the gears here. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played out wide. Odo. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Luis Suarez. Suarez charging forward, the ball, and it's Neymar! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. We're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Ajax grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's an imaginative pass. And it's half-time here. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Second period then underway. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Neymar. Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Dembele. He has found a way through. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Ball's played through.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Brilliantly cut out. Ajax really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Hullet! Ruud Hullet! That is just a piece of art! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Played out to the left flank. That's gone for a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 22. El dorsal 19. El dorsal 80.
Vinicius Junior wins the duel this time.
El dorsal 20.
Ajax perhaps contemplating their next change here.
88. Ronaldinho. Cambio de jugadores.
Might be danger here. He's trying one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ajax clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's picked his way through. Has a look and plays it forward. Cannavaro makes the interception. That has been slung wide. Neymar. And it's hoisted clear. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Decent chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again...
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, he's playing innocent, he has every reason to. Rodri has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. That's tidy. It's run loose here. There will be 4 extra minutes. And that will be the final act. Ajax have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yeah, still certainly be leaning heavy. Shoots! Looking for options for movement. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's been played through. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's an excellent interception. Ajax are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff. Great defending, strong and determined. Cruyff. Oh no, this does not look good. Big chance! Goal! Ajax! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Vitinha. Well, that is one way to stop him. Neymar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Looking to play him in. Lewis gets his head on it! He's missed, but not by that far.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Vitinha really showed what he brings to this side there. A fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, smashing header!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And that has left him in a heap. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Jordan Henderson. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Vitinha. So what can they make of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He rises! Just off target.
Cruyff certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That has been cut short. Davids. Cruyff. Pelé. Under an awful lot of pressure. Pelé unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the finish! It's a goal! AC Milan are all square.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Neymar's cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vitinha. Pelé. Pelé can see things others simply cannot. Otto cuts out the pass. That's a good foot in there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Davids. Cruyff. And it's Michel Platini. Platini. Brilliantly cut out. Vitinha. Now it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Davids. And this is Pelé. He's free, he has got space. Stood up well to him there. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Threads one in. Now that's well seen too. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic.
We are glad to
If you're a
inform you
fan
that
from either
today's
side,
match
it's
day
unpleasant.
programs
And
are
as for the
available from
managers,
stands located
check your
by
heart
the
rate.
gates. I'm sure there will be
Ajax
fine
are
souvenirs.
level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. The second half then, just getting going. And it's Cruyff. Vitinha. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pull it. Cruyff. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cruyff. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. He's through now. Vitinha! Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Almost an hour gone. Oh, well measured. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ajax clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Vitinha. Knocks it into space. Cruyff does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Out to the right. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Turns and goes, and he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Platini actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution for Ajax.
Well, number 2 then.
Henderson. Coming on the field is number 22, Pepin.
Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vitinha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Neymar. It's played through for him. Oh, what a ball! Chance!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele. And this is Ronaldo. He might be in here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he plays one through.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And it's been played through. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away.
Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vitinha. Pele, always looking for that half a chance. And that's really well manoeuvred. And this is Neymar. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Substitution for Ajax, number 8.
Ajax have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Now it's Kaká. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts.
Pretty robust defending.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cruyff tries to play it through.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Platini. Now it's Pelé. And this is Ronaldo. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a threat. Great chance! In he goes again. Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! And he's only too grateful to capital. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established.